Hi there, welcome to another educational video documenting my Web3 expedition. This is a short video about Limitless. Some people, to participate in the airdrop here, you want to earn Limitless points, be dominant on the leaderboard. Now, there are different ways to participate in prediction markets on Limitless. One is following the crowd. Of course, that may be safer. So I'll just show you that in the course of this video. But I participate in other ways. I LP, for example. I also trade in between, early on in the market, say it's the hourly market. I also participate, sorry, in long-term events. But this one is for those who are not experts yet. I want to follow the crowd on safer plays. So you scroll down here, you make sure you get this Pyth link because it's the Oracle being used. So you want to rely on the pricing shown here. So for this one, let's go ETH. So the price currently is 4,158. The prediction market is 4,157. So will it open above this? The obvious answer is no. So you authorize now the crowd is also going in that direction. So I don't know, my PC has been struggling. Wow. So it wouldn't work. I wanted to show you. Let me see if I can quickly succeed with this. My PC has been having issues. There may not be enough time. Wow. Anyway, that's a safer play. Joining the crowd and later in the event, when the event is nearing completion, so you go hourly. Now, the good thing with hourly is you're also going to be participating in. So we will not be able to put up this trade, but you see that this is okay, ended. This would have been a safe trade because it's very obvious based on the oracle that the price is going to be closing below 4,195. So if I put up this trade, you know, it's guaranteed that I will be safe. I will not make much profit, you know. I may lose a bit in terms of fee, maybe 30 cents or so, but I'll not be able to make much profit from this. So that's one method, safer for those who are just starting out. Now, if you are looking for profit, then early on in the trade may be a better time when it's not defined and people are looking for opportunities to make a profit. So you see now it's starting very early now at 50, the odds 50%. This is a good trade for me. So if I let me just look at the Oracle very quickly and see where it's inclining. But regardless, it's undefined at the moment, so people will be trading in between both sides actively. So now it's still 50. Hmm, this hasn't opened. Just a moment. Okay, so this one has opened. It's going to close uh later on. So this one is a good market for liquidity provisioning. Very good. It's starting early, liquidity provisioning is like you would on but you can also make a profit here, because let's say I buy a yes, and then the meter here continues, it starts to lean. You see, there is a volatility there that someone would have made profit. So let's say I buy a yes now at 58%, then it starts inclining more towards yes during the duration of the 1 hour. Uh, I don't know if I'll be able to show you. There's no volume and activity just yet to be able to show you the changes in price. Okay, so anyway, but let me explain it. If I enter with a yes now, you see I entered at 58. I bought a yes position. Then it goes on to 70, for example. I will already be in a profit. I can then sell that position and get a profit. If it goes down to 90, a lot of profit, I can sell that position and get a profit. Same thing if I go no and it starts leaning towards the other direction, I can get a profit. Or I can open liquidity positions. So liquidity positions, you mitigate against loss for the most part, but you earn a lot of points. So now, let's say I want to open a liquidity position, I would open a limit position on yes and also a limit position on no. But it would have been better early on where the market was, say, not that it's bad now, because this is still going to shift back towards the 50 range. So you want to enter a position that will take trades, that people will be trading against your LP. So let's say this was 50-50, I can put or 51-49, I can put a limit sell, limit buy, limit buy yes on the let's say 40 something range, 40 40 something percent range, because it's a limit situation. I can set my price. So currently it's 67, I can set it at 50, 55, for example. Then on the other side, i I purchase a no position, then I purchase it at a, say, 40 something, just to be able to capture trades where the trades are concentrated. Okay. So if let's say I was to enter and provide liquidity here, I would go, let's say, yes, I would keep this. 55 is a good one. Then I would keep this at, let's say, 20. Now, that one is not going to earn much points because it's wide. So when it's more concentrated, that's where it's better. Okay, so just like you do with your AMM dexes, the logic is similar. This is basically like a perp dex situation without the leverage, but social in nature. It's you're basically predicting price. So that's one way to earn liquidity. You earn as a result of adding liquidity, and you also earn points. Very effective for that. There are also long-term markets. Your position stays there, earns points continuously. There's also uh, different markets with different options, where you would end up. Some people may put a position on all options so that one is guaranteed to be successful, stuff like that. So it's not as hard as you think. And this, assuming I was not new to prediction markets, I would have been very active here and dominant, because in phase one, there were not many users. And it's only towards the end that I started to participate more actively. So now, towards phase two of the airdrop, I'm participating actively from the get go so that you don't have to catch up later on. And based on the performance, I've done a video about the stats here. Very possible to be dominant here for a big airdrop. Now, points, this is season two. It's running till January. If you start now, you will have a huge airdrop after all. Now, the valuation of this project can turn out huge, by the way. It's on base. It's currently running a fundraising event with already 100 million in interest backed by Coinbase, stuff like that. So solid project. If you're interested in airdrops, you're interested in prediction markets, and also learning about the sentiments of the space, you can also use this for learning as such. What are people's sentiments with respect to the price of Bitcoin at a later date? So stuff like that. Bringing us to the end of this video. Now, in the description, there are a bunch of airdrop opportunities there. Check them out. Many, especially perp dexes, they have huge airdrops. And I would list some good ones in the description, especially the one with zero fees. For newbies, you can be dominant on these platforms because people think they are complex to use and many people don't participate. And these are high valuation projects. They make a lot of revenue, have buybacks. So check them out. Avantis, Hyperliquid, all of them will be listed in the description. Exhaust the description area. Bringing us to the end of this video. Uh, so to conclude with this video, ensure that you visit airdropc and .com and submit your email here to subscribe to airdrop reminders. I'm working on 100 solid airdrop prospects. Each will have its own publication tutorial coming soon as to subscribers. Contact me using this contact form, this Telegram, and this Twitter. Stay awesome, take action. I'm ill, by the way, so bear with me. Stay awesome.